Have you ever pondered the consequence if all oxygen disappeared from Earth? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? Oxygen, this seemingly simple element, holds a place of paramount importance in our world. It's the lifeblood of our existence, the breath in our lungs, the very essence that makes our planet habitable. From the smallest microorganisms to the giants of the animal kingdom, oxygen is a fundamental requirement for survival. It fuels the metabolic processes that drive life, allowing creatures great and small to thrive and flourish. But oxygen's significance extends far beyond biology. Oxygen is also a key player in many physical processes. It's integral to combustion, the process that powers everything from our vehicles to the sun itself. It helps maintain Earth's temperature, contributing to the delicate balance that makes our planet just right for life. Now imagine a world where all of this ceases to exist. A world without oxygen, a world without life as we know it. Instantaneously, life as we know it would cease to exist. Without oxygen, a vital ingredient for life, the immediate effects on living organisms would be dire. For humans and most animals, the lack of oxygen would result in a rapid loss of consciousness. Within mere seconds, a state of hypoxia would set in, causing us to pass out. Shortly after, death would follow, but it's not just us. Plants too would suffer a similar fate. While it's true that plants produce their own oxygen through photosynthesis, they also depend on the oxygen in the atmosphere for respiration. Without it, they would fail to produce the energy they require, and eventually, they too would die. This scenario paints a grim picture indeed. From the smallest microorganism to the largest creature, the absence of oxygen would be catastrophic. In the absence of oxygen, our vibrant, living planet would swiftly become a lifeless sphere. But the disappearance of life would be just the beginning. Without oxygen, our planet would undergo dramatic physical changes. Oxygen plays a central role in combustion, the process that fuels everything from our cars to forest fires. Without it, flames would fizzle out and the world would be plunged into darkness. But that's not all. The Earth's crust, which is largely composed of oxygen, would crumble. Our planet's solid surface would disintegrate, transforming into a landscape of loose dust and rocks. And then there's the temperature. Oxygen in our atmosphere helps retain heat, keeping our planet at a comfortable average temperature of around 15 degrees Celsius. Without it, Earth's temperature would plummet, causing the remaining water bodies to freeze. In the absence of oxygen, the lush green landscapes and vibrant oceans we're used to would be replaced by a desolate, frozen wasteland. Without oxygen, the Earth would transform into an unrecognizable, cold and barren planet. The long-term effects, however, would be even more catastrophic. Without oxygen, our planet's natural shield against the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays would disintegrate. This shield, known as the ozone layer, is predominantly made of oxygen. Its disappearance would expose any surviving life forms to extreme radiation, ultimately reducing the chances of survival to zero. But it doesn't end there. Oxygen plays a crucial role in maintaining our atmosphere. It's a significant component of the air we breathe, and without it, the Earth's atmosphere would gradually vanish. This would result in the loss of atmospheric pressure, making it impossible for water to exist in liquid form. Oceans, rivers, and lakes would evaporate into space, leaving Earth completely dry. Moreover, without oxygen, the process of photosynthesis would cease, ending the cycle of life as we know it. The green landscapes we cherish would turn into lifeless deserts. In the end, Earth would be left as a barren, lifeless rock floating in space. So what does this all mean? Well, let's recap. Oxygen, that colorless, odorless gas we often take for granted, is a vital player in our existence and the world as we know it. Without it, life as we understand it would cease to exist. The immediate impact on living organisms would be catastrophic. Humans, animals, even plants depend on oxygen for survival. But the disappearance of oxygen wouldn't just affect life, it would also cause significant changes to Earth's physical properties. Without oxygen, our blue planet would turn into a barren, lifeless sphere. Our oceans would evaporate, the sky would darken, and everything would freeze. The long-term effects, well, without oxygen, there wouldn't be a long-term. Life would become unsustainable. The Earth, once a vibrant, thriving planet, would be transformed into a desolate wasteland. In the words of the great scientist Carl Sagan, for small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. Oxygen, it seems, is one of the ways Earth expresses its love for us.